I've got a full blown picnic across here on that table. What's happening?
I need perked up, man. I'm feeling fucking.
All you've done since we came up the stairs, bitch and moan. You don't even have anything to bitch
You
and moan
just
about.
asked the fucking question.
I asked about your picnic, and
Right, and I'm telling you, and you're greeting.
I'm not feeling well. You came up with a Tamil and everything. It's middle of summer.
Oh, fuck.
What's the matter with you? What's wrong? Let's talk it out. That's what we're here for. It's a podcast.
Just feeling a bit lethargic. Feeling
How?
a wee bit. Don't know. Mate, if I knew that, I'd fucking solve it.
Were you out running or anything like that the weekend?
Oh, hey, mate, how did you ever come up with that?
Crazy.
I was out running. Do you know what? Every time I go out a run, somebody DMs. Fucking seen you.
Fair
Out
play.
running. I was going to give you a shout. Had your headphones on.
I think if people see you out running, they should take photographs of you and
Go honk honk.
and put it on their Instagram story and tag us.
Give a high five.
I want to see photos of you in the wild.
In the
I've
wild.
never seen you in the wild before.
What's
I've
the
only ever
wild?
seen you on like professional bases.
What demon is the wild?
Out and about in a shop, buying the paper, anywhere. Like I've seen you at the football. That's in the wild.
Exactly. Can you get more fucking
I know,
wilder?
but like, what do you wear when you're running? You wear a vest or anything like that?
A vest?
I bet. Have you got one of the mobile phones on your arm?
No.
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 Do you listen to music?
I listen to music or I'll listen to a podcast.
What, a podcast?
I'll listen to like the. Do you know what I like then?
What?
I like listening to the phone in for the night before.
Clyde One?
If I've not heard it.
I couldn't think anything more.
Why?
My music's got to be full blown booming in my ears, and it's got to be like fucking techno, man, like boom, 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 boom.
Do you wear a vest?
Yeah?
Do you wear a vest?
You opened that bottle really awkward there. Do I wear a vest? No, I don't run. I started doing like wee 10-minute warm ups in the treadmill.
I thought you had to run because of your cut. Or you just need to get steps in.
Steps, cardio, and you've not said that I look skinnier again.
You fucking just slaughtered me for 5
Documented-
minutes, but I have to say
documented
you look
observation.
skinny.
Do
You
ya?
got to wind up.
Yeah, I look skinny.
I'm
You look as if you've been a run.
Fuck off. God.
Your calves look bigger than
You
all
look
that.
good, mate.
Thanks.
You always look good.
So do you. Even though you're feeling quite under the weather. That's why we got the lift up the stairs again.
We get the
Yeah,
lift up every day.
didn't we?
Who the fuck are you kidding?
Well, I've got 4,000 steps to get before the end of the day. So
That time we both came in here and that door was shut and we had to get these steps, we were both flagging.
aye, but we're not doing well.
Flagging.
Not doing too well.
That was the time for change at that point.
Anyway, so you brought some Starburst with you, hadn't you?
Brought some Starburst.
Previously known as opal fruits.
Some of your viewers will be like, what's an opal fruit?
Aye, exactly. What is an opal fruit?
Google it.
I like a wee Starburst.
Aye. Do you want another one?
Aye.
Fuck, man.
Who is the
Just
guy?
say, can I get one?
Who is the guy that keeps Paul? Somebody keeps commenting on the fucking Instagram and the what a catch and the YouTube. Do you eat the paper? Kid on. Somebody keeps commenting saying, "Gonna get that clatty bastard to stop chewing gum on the podcast."
The Terminator.
Is it the
That's
Terminator?
just what his name is. I don't know who it is.
What the fuck's that all about?
It's got an issue with
It's
your
not as if I'm like,
chewing gum. I wasn't sure if he meant the tune or I could see it when you were talking. He never really specified. Oh, well, he will now. But
I like chewing gum. I would hate to somebody to go, his breath's barking.
mate, you do what you want.
I know, but
It's your podcast.
it is my podcast.
wanna
I'm,
chew chewing gum?
going to chew a fucking Starburst like a cow. That's what I'm going to do.
The cow stew, Starburst.
Some cows I've seen fucking chewing, bother. Anyway, right, let's get into it. By the way, the Pope died today.
Aye.
That's mad, isn't it? Do you think he died?
It's mad, he was 88.
Do you think he died yesterday, or do you think he died today? Because it was obviously Easter Sunday. Do you think they didn't want to say like Easter Sunday?
Why, what difference would it make?
It's quite a remarkable thing for the Pope to die on Easter Sunday, with the day that Jesus rose again, innit?
But would they know then announce it if it was that case?
He might come back in 2 days' time.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I didn't just say that, did I?
My gran watches us, she'll fucking hunt you down.
I went to the Vatican twice when I was in Rome.
Does that mean you can say that? Aye. Is that
Aye.
the...
Some of it I got in there.
Who's they?
The Catholic Church,
The Vatican.
the Vatican.
Vatican City? Mm-hmm. It's got to say... It's recognised as a country, isn't it?
I always think the Vatican security guards, see you guys that wear the purple gear.
Mm-hmm.
I always think they look fucking roasting. And that looks warm.
Aye.
Innit? It's like the soldiers that wear the big bear hats.
Ones that stand at
The Buckingham Palace.
Bucky Powell.
Bucky Powell.
I'd love to get in the Vatican Archives.
Would you?
Aye.
What do you think you'd find?
Just all sorts of artefacts.
Like Da Vinci Code?
Mate, that's exactly. Angels and demons.
Mm.
That's where that came from.
Illuminatus!
Aye.
Couple of $1,000 worth of stolen jewellery.
Aye. Aye.
Do you think there is like mad secrets? Do you think
Aye.
they've got like heavy duty secrets?
I think a lot of things like that will have wee areas where like probably 4 people in the world know about them.
Do you think when you become the Pope, they tell you, or do you think there's like the secret organisation behind the organisation?
Like the book that American presidents are supposed to get when they're elected, and it tells them about all the
Aye.
100%
But the
belief shit
JFK
like
files and all
Yeah.
that. This is what happened to JFK. And if you tell anybody, that's what will happen to you. I feel as if that's how the conversation with the CIA would go in it.
Aye, I think that. Aye.
Do you know that, see in Dallas, outside the book depository, right, there's 2 big X's painted on the road
Right.
that show where the shots were that struck Kennedy. They're actually on the fucking road, painted. Do you know how I know that? I think this is how I know it. I'm sure it was the Callum Abroad no go there.
I don't know, mate. He's been everywhere.
I'm sure Callum Abroad went there and I watched it. I used to watch his videos like till like 5 in the morning. It was unhealthy.
He's been to a fair few.
I'm sure, and I seen it, and then I went and Googled it, and it says no, there's 2 big X's painted on the road. That's fucking morbid, isn't it?
Right, but then you do get things like
See,
that.
I went to the bit where John Lennon got shot and got a photo took outside the.
I never got a photo to it. I've been to the same bit.
Is it it's not the Dakota, is it? Dakota building?
Aye. It's got the wee kind of monument bit in the park.
Aye.
Aye.
Strawberry Fields. Strawberry Fields forever.
Usually I'm in me a song. You're right.
I'm
away
going to
there.
fucking sing hundreds of songs tonight.
Are you? Mm-hmm. Good.
Feeling very musical.
Very musical. Feeling very artistic.
Aye. Right, let's talk about some fucking proper
Cutting
podcast
edge-
shit.
cutting edge
with our
subjects.
little megatech projects. Fucking cares. People better have followed that. When I checked back in, people better have followed the megatech mob.
I haven't actually looked at the numbers, have you?
Spoke to Logan the other day after I made the class idea about getting George to do the would you call it, spend a day with me?
Is it good there?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Logan could do it.
I'm doing a kilt walk with him on Sunday.
Right.
So I'm going to get in his ear and I'll be like, listen, can I just do it? Why don't I do a megatech takeover at the kilt walk and do all the social media?
Could do.
Class, wouldn't it?
Like, just give me your login details.
Aye.
I'll deal with the rest.
Right, George, put your pyjamas on. I'll start the camera rolling.
Can we not get Logan to do a day in the life? He'll do it.
Nah, I don't think he would. He's too cool for that, isn't he? Logan's still young. We always think he's older, but he's the young ones think they're too cool for that shit.
He could get the young audience in, I know.
I know.
The youngins. The young
Exactly.
crowd.
Unions.
The youngins.
Anyway, let's get fucking right back into this.
Let's go.
You have asked me a question. Would you rather die instantly or know when you were going to die?
Yep.
So, right, you answer. Well, I answer first.
You go for it, mate.
I would want to know when I was going to die.
Why?
Because I would like if I had time left, I would spend it wisely. I could go out and die tonight. I could die tomorrow.
But if you knew, right, would you actually enjoy that time because you'd be constantly thinking about it?
We're going to die anyway.
Aye, but see if you didn't know, bang, done.
But I don't know when I'm going to die. So, and I don't enjoy it. No, I don't enjoy it, but I don't like pure live my life and go, I could die tomorrow, I'm going to do a million things. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. I do think like that if somebody goes, oh, would you want to be doing in a few years? I'm like,
I'd go and try heroin.
would you?
Aye. Again.
100%, man. Again.
I'll tell a story about that in my book, right?
In my book? Have you got a book
I'm
out?
going to write a book.
What's it got to be called?
No, but I don't know yet. You can maybe help me.
It's got to be something to do with the fucking
It'll be a fucking doozy.
prickly.
Anybody that knows me knows it'll be a fucking doozy about
You
his
got to
job.
reveal all?
Aye, I've written.
Wow.
And there'll be no like people know I'm not be using cunts' names and all that. I'll be using names.
I mean, the
We're using
point
Gary.
of you getting sued might
Call
put you
you
off that.
Gary in my book. Aye, the thing is, I'll need to get a team of lawyers and all that to read over it first.
Aye, and you need to get the people that you've named in it to be all right with it as well.
No, fuck them. Because what I'll do is I'll write a book, I'll release it, right? Paperback, hard copy, everything. It'll be on Amazon, it'll be available, it'll be a #1 bestseller, and then I will fuck off to a country where I can't be extradited back to the UK.
What are you planning on writing?
Hundreds of shit. I know hundreds
A
of shit,
fucking
man.
extradition plan for a book?
I know loads of shit. Mad, crazy things. Like, see, you're talking about Vatican files and all that. I know all that, man.
Fuck off.
No, it's not that extreme. I don't know secrets.
What
Mary Hill
secrets?
files.
Mary Hill files, aye. That's the name of the book.
There you go.
The Mary Hill files.
And you wouldn't be able to go
They'll
to
make
Mary
it
Hill
into a
again.
TV show and all that, Netflix. Shut up, Chris, you stupid looking cunt. Right, anyway, so I would like to know when I was going to die. I would like to know.
I think I'd rather just go.
Would you want to know how you were going to die?
No, don't think I would.
Motorbike there.
No, because then you'd be mega paranoid.
Aye. What about you, Paul? Would you want to know, or would you want to just die
I think there
instantly?
would be advantages of both, but I think I would rather just keep it the way it is. It's the way it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to know, are you?
I'd rather just
true.
both done. Like the Sopranos, fade to black.
Oh, I know. It's a sad thought dying, isn't it? Think about it. There's like 2 generations of people who care about you, and then nobody else will fucking even know you existed.
Mate, that's deep words.
It is, but I think about dying all the time. Used to be when I was hungover, but I sometimes get it now. I used to have dreams that I crash in the motorway, die. I actually crash into the back of a van, and then something comes from behind me, and I die, and that's it, lights out, man.
What the fuck?
I used to have their dreams constantly.
What does it mean though
the
if you
same
dream that you die in your...
It was a stress thing or something like that. I'm sure I googled it, and it was like, what did it mean? And it was all the time I was having it. I've not had it for a while. I'll probably have it tonight now, but I would wake up fucking, no, that way you can't breathe now.
You get
like, oh, I'm on the motorway.
Used to be terrified when I was like younger. Like, so used to... I think every kid goes through a phase where they think about it all the time.
Dying.
Aye. And they're like, what the fuck?
Aye.
And then you're like, what happens?
Fucking nothing. I don't
Aye.
think there's an afterlife.
I don't know. I think it gives people a bit of comfort, doesn't it? To probably think that there is something out there.
I just think they're just miserable, and they just think, oh, there must be something better after this. I don't think
No,
there's-
because I think it's probably, if you've lost people, they'll probably look at it. They'll know what to look at it as if they're in just a fucking dark nothing.
Aye.
They'll probably want to think of them doing something.
That's just right deep in it.
Mate,
Doing
that's what we do.
cartwheels.
Aye.
Doing cartwheels with the Pope.
Oh,
Aye.
Aye. Waiting in your book.
Do you think
coming
there's a
out.
hierarchy then in heaven?
Aye. Have you done a Philadelphia advert? That's one of the fucking key questions.
What?
Can you play the harp? That's
harp.
another one. You've got to wear white jeans and a
White-
white shirt.
White jeans now. What is movies I suit?
Nine.
White jeans and a white shirt. Have you got white jeans?
Mate, I don't think I need to worry about getting up by way.
I can't get worse than wearing a pair of white jeans. Man.
I'll be going where it's fucking hot. Believe that.
Somebody messaged the other day about grey joggies. Like
Same one.
lassie's been obsessed with guys that wear grey joggies.
That's been a thing for a while,
It
innit?
has been a thing for quite a while, and I just think to myself, I don't own any grey joggies anymore. I sold a pair in Vinted, I think, the other week, Nike Tech ones, and that was the last pair of grey joggies I had. But I always think to myself, see when you do a piss, now sometimes
Yeah, you're worried.
you maybe shaking too
A wee
aggressively.
cheeky droplet.
A wee cheeky droplet that you can't disguise as being for the hand dryer because it's just doing one leg. You know what I mean? Grey joggies aren't good for that. They're not good for
Nah.
disguising that you can't piss properly.
Plus, see if I'm going to buy joggies, grey's probably one of the last colours I'd
Aye.
pick.
Black navy, that's it.
Aye.
What other colours is there?
You get like your mad fucking like bright blues, bright greens,
No,
not you get
we're-
some rascal ones.
We
and
are far too old for that
That's
shit.
what I mean.
Aye.
But you do see some people who race
Grey
wear
ones,
them.
but nah, no for me anymore.
I think the grey ones look a bit dirty.
Aye.
Even when you buy them new, they look a bit as if somebody's put them on and flung them back into JDs.
Aye. Stinking.
No Wester Horns.
Grey joggies. It's maybe a young man's game.
Dirt. Oh, wow.
Or maybe it's a game for guys who sit down to take a piss, like wee fairies. No, you don't sit down to take a piss, do you? No.
No.
A guy I used to work with, he used to do that. Treat
What,
himself to
all
a
the
sit down
time?
pee. Well, why'd you do that? He went, because I'm not pissing in that trough. And then it all bounces back and goes on me. And I'm like, or goes on his shoes. The low down troughs you used
What,
to
is
get
he
at school.
pissing out a machine gun?
I know, that's what I thought. What is wrong with you? Aye, treated himself to a wee sit down pee. Don't mind. Sometimes I've done that in the house when it's been a bit stressy down the stair, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking sit down, man. I just get the phone out. I don't quite
what,
need
treat
a shit,
myself to a
you know what I
sit-down
mean?
pee?
But I sit down and just kid on, I'm doing one. I'll just sit down to a pee, and I'm like,
You're not going to a public toilet though and go and have a sit down pee?
I never do a toilet in a public toilet, man. I'll do a pee, but that's it.
Aye, that's what I mean. You're not going in and sitting down, are you? You're just got the cubicle and you're fucking urinal.
See the things that, like Tina Park and all that, people go and do the toilet in the porta cabins, porta lobes. Oh my God.
By the toilets at Ibrox, man, fucking hell.
Aye.
There's probably been cleaner ones in Chernobyl.
Don't speak to me about that. I sat in the fucking Coatland, it's still a building site. It's a shithole. They don't even tell you what food they sell. You've got to guess. You've got to guess what's behind the big foil shutter.
Like a wee game show, like, would you think's in the foil?
Aye. What kind of pies you got? And the guy's just like, oh, fuck knows, mate. Suck it and see. Sticks his finger in it. Curry, mate. Fucking curry.
Curry pie.
Aye.
And then does he do the dirty den hanging in front of you?
Barking, man. Honestly. It's shite. What's the Dirty Den thing?
You remember we covered the Dirty Den thing with a finger in
Oh,
the
that's
mouth?
right, that's right.
You know
Sorry.
what the Dirty Den thing is.
I blanked that out of my mind,
Fucking
man.
deviant.
Leslie Grantham.
Right, I've got a rant.
Right. I looked at this, right?
But see when I explain why,
Right,
you'll
okay,
understand.
because I thought it was so weird for us to be sitting talking about it for hairy ass guys, but anyway.
Right, so I put makeup counter. What I really meant was makeup counter staff.
I've wrote makeup counter stuff.
So Friday night, right, I was in Edinburgh with the kids. Went to, what's that new St James's Centre?
Aye.
Was in, fuck, what was it called?
Mac. Shut up,
No, was
Tilbury.
that a bike? The Harrods one, the H fucking Beauty or whatever it's called.
Alright.
So, having a wander about, and my daughter was having a wander about, and she was looking at whatever she was
Wandering
looking
about
for.
together, or was all like,
No, well,
individually wandering about?
I was looking at something. Say where you are, right? And she's here looking at fucking shampoo. Obviously, I wouldn't be looking at shampoo.
That's why you were wandering about.
That's
right,
why
okay.
I started wondering. So this young lassie came out about, don't know, 23, 24. And pure stones and looks her up and down as if like, why are you looking at that? And I'm
Right.
like, no, I'm no. I know there's people out there that work in these shops that are good people and they try and fucking do
Let's
their
forget
job.
about them. We'll talk about it.
But I'm just like,
up down lookers.
What an arsehole you are, man. And then she's then seen me and fucking put two and together and went, oh fuck. And came out with the fakest smile you'll ever see in your life. And I'm like, fucking despise.
Like
Aye.
one of the jobs, aye.
And you're just like, and you'll have this as well, because you've got girls and when they grow up, they'll be the same. You imagine a young lassie going in there herself who's maybe not sure about fucking what she wants to be like or about how she wants to fucking wear makeup or whatever, and you've got grown women like that, you'd be like, what the fuck? No wonder about wee girls are pure
Let's
actors.
judge that cow then.
Mate, I was raging.
Let's judge her. Fucking
Raging.
talk it out. Did she have a name badge on?
I just said cunt.
What did she look like? Let's call it.
Fucking
We're
hell.
Edinburgh punters. Fuck her.
Don't know, mate. I can't
hate
mind.
that.
I was fucking boiling.
I hate it.
was
Don't
boiling.
work in no offence to people that work in shops and that, but don't work in a shop and judge anybody else who's coming in to buy it out that shop.
Aye.
If you were that fucking well off and rich and loaded, you wouldn't be working in a fucking shop. So shut the fuck up.
But it's not even a well-off thing. Like, you don't have a fucking clue about MD who's in there. And the fact that there's people in there are keeping you in a job.
Aye.
And I'm not saying it's just there. Like, I've had it in fucking, like, your Frasers and that as well. And you're just like, surely, do you just need to be a bell in to do that job?
Why phone them? Do you want to? Why don't we fucking phone them?
Phone Harrods Beauty.
Say hi, we'll say, excuse me, we've got a wee complaint here. We were in the other day.
You're live.
Yep. No, we're not telling them that. We're not telling that.
You're live on a podcast, by the way, but
I
we've
don't
got a
know
complaint.
if your legal team stretched to Harrods. They're going to like
What is fucking Al-Fayed estate going to do,
That's what
man?
I mean. They've got a lot of things going on. in it.
Exactly. He's got a lot going on. We're the last of his worries. Let's phone them up. I vote phone them. Do you want to?
Fucking phoning them.
You're a shite bag. I would do it. I just want to say to the viewers, I was bang up for it. I would do it.
Aye.
I'd phone them up and give them a peace of mind. We were in the other day and we get heavy judged.
I was
What
fuming.
do you want to say about it?
was
But
fuming.
that happens. See all these arsey shops. It happens in all of them.
But why though? What's the, because like, and it's nothing to do with money, right? But the folk that work in it probably don't shop in it. With the
I
best
think it's got
love in the
everything to do
world.
with money. I think they're looking at you and deciding whether you can afford to shop there or not. That's why they just look up and down. They're pricing up in their head.
Most of them
all
can't
your
afford to
clothes.
shop there.
That's what I mean. But they're pricing up, but they've the same sense of entitlement that they fucking work there.
They all get commission as well on the makeup counters, man, so they're probably looking, thinking, how much money can I make here?
But do you think it's a...
Did they get commission?
I think they only
And
get
Mac and
commission
that they
pretty
do,
much,
aye.
Did
man.
they?
Aye.
Is
Do you
that why
think
they
it's
do all the trials and all that?
Do you think it's an insecurity thing, or do you think they're just arseholes?
I don't think it's an insecurity thing. I think they working in a place like that, they just become up themselves. You know what I mean? Get the bank balances out. Shows your,
Get the
fucking-
bank
shows your bank account. Don't stare at people like that, judging people, pricing up everything that they're wearing, deciding if they can afford to work in a shop that you don't own. Right? Shows your bank account. Bet you're in your overdraft, you fucking idiot.
Let's walk about with your banking app.
No offence to people in their overdrafts,
No,
right?
I know.
But
I was like, prick, honestly.
aye, justified rant. I would say that's an in general thing to people who work in
And-
expensive shops.
That shop's moving to Silverburn.
Is it? Well, we'll fucking go to Silverburn
We'll,
then,
go,
won't
we'll
we?
do a live in
Aye.
the shop.
We're going to judge fuck out them.
Like, why are they bringing chairs and all that in here?
Why are you wearing
It's gotta
fake
be
trainers?
DH gate.
Aye,
Do you not
quite
think
right.
retail staff are getting a bit nonchalant in general?
In what way?
Like, do you know what nonchalant means?
Aye, come on.
Like I go into Starbucks, right, and they'll not even look at you,
Aye.
and I'll order through the app, and my coffee will be sitting at the end, and I always make a point of going, thanks very much, and they don't even acknowledge you.
Aye, the customer service is kind of out the window quite a
Aye.
bit, isn't it? But I think
Aye.
that is across it because as workforces and all that get younger, they're not used to communicating face to face with people.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Not at all. No. Do you know what else has crept in as well? The American thing of automatically adding a tip on before
Aye, I check
before
all
you've
my
got a
receipts for
service.
that.
Like we were in that in St James's Centre. I mean, I don't hate the St James's Centre, by the way, just putting that out there. We went to that Gordon Ramsay burger place. 12.5% tip they put on, and you've got the order up front.
Is that right?
I'm like, so you're asking me to pay 12.5% when I don't know if the food or that's going to be
On time,
aye,
taste right.
aye. And you're like,
Surely you can say though, don't put a service charge on that. Surely you can say that. to
aye,
them.
you probably can, but how many people will even look at that?
Aye, I've paid bills before and then I've no realised
Aye.
to take the receipt home or whatever, and no realised that I've left maybe a score tip or something.
Aye.
And then I go, fucking hell, they've already
But I don't
taken
think
that off me.
I don't think that was ever announced. I think that's just a thing companies have.
Aye, generally
Slowly-
slipping in.
Aye, like come on to fuck.
Aye, that's bullshit, innit?
Aye, so fuck you, St James's Centre.
Aye. A lot of places but must not get tips. See, like when you work behind a pub and all that, did we speak about this before? Like, bar staff must not get as many tips now because as soon as you go into a pub in a town that's busy, they're right on you with a card machine. That's how they show you how much your bill is. They'll be like,
Aye.
17.20 and everybody's tapping the card, whereas I'm like, I've got cash, mate.
But then
What
see his
the fuck?
pulses and all that. I don't know if they just don't give a fuck now.
About getting tips.
Aye, like.
Surely you do, yeah. It's right. Why you work in a place like that?
Then
You want to
there's
get
probably
tips.
some companies that don't pay the tips out to their staff.
No, there's,
I think
no,
they're
there's legal
legally-
things in that. They've
Aye,
got
that's
to.
law now.
Aye,
But-
but if it's
aye.
cash, like
Aye,
know what I mean?
They'll be dipping it.
that's what
But
I
it's
mean.
always been cash though. I'm sure they've got to declare it. It's all got to be above board for whoever.
Say you're
worked that
like
night.
£400 cash, and you're like, oh, there's £250 to split between everybody.
You would, as a owner, you would never do that in a million years, man.
Aye,
Or some would.
aye, they're
I couldn't
definitely
sleep
would
at night.
be,
I'm
man.
sure G1 get caught doing it, I think. Did they know? So I don't
Aye.
know why the Scottish government get involved, because G1 get caught pocketing their staff's tips.
Fucking hell,
It's
man.
pure scummy, man.
Aye,
For a
they're
company
just-
that size, I know. Do you know what I mean?
they're the
Like,
worst.
aye, that's wild.
Dirty bastards.
So I need a makeup counter staff
I
to
just-
redeem yourself here.
I think we should phone them. I
We've
just
not got to phone them.
they would still be open at this time of night as well.
No.
I'm going to send them an email then.
Saying what?
I say, do you recognise this guy? Apparently he's not rich enough to
He's been
shop
out in the
here.
wild.
Aye.
He's been out in the wild.
Dirty bastards, man.
And do you know what it actually made her fume even more? The stuff that she was buying, she paid for all her rain card.
Aye.
So I'm like, is it annoy you that a young lassie's come in and bought something that's dear? Or like, I'm fucking struggling here. Like,
I would have noised it up. I hate that now. I still get followed down the Tesco Mary Hill for security guard. I've said that before. And when you go into End is the worst shop in the town for it. End,
on Ingram Street.
they're eyeballing the fuck right out you,
They're
man.
all about
Like,
fucking 14 on her.
do you know this?
Aye.
Staring at you, catch them staring at you. Don't fucking stare at me. You want to keep your eyes?
Do you see that term?
To think it.
Aye, End.
Stare at me, man.
I like End, but the staff are horrendous.
Aye.
Staff are horrendous.
There goes our discount for End
Fuck,
clothing.
fuck
I
End.
couldn't give a monkey's
I'll
eye
go online. Christopher Ward.
Phone End. Fuck them and all. Phone them.
We'll just get round the
Right,
corner.
speaking of shopping, right, I want to talk about this because this was a request for
Oh.
Mr. Ward Senior.
Do you know, when you wrote this down, it did enter my, right, okay, I'll have a wee opal for it while you're discussing this.
I have one too. Paul, do you want one?
No, I'm all right. Thank you very much.
Paul would have just said, I want one instead of going, oh, what's that you've got?
Everyone I've had's been purple so far. Right, open these quick. So online shopping, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my mother has an addiction to Temu,
Right.
like, and it's really unhealthy.
Specific or just any shite at all?
Any shite.
Right, okay.
I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Any shite, right? Like utter crap.
Right.
She's like, oh, I seen now you hanging for the veins on Temu. And I'm like, bin it, throw it in the bin. Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to come into my domain and I'm going to bin it. right?
Is it stuff that the Waynes would actually use?
It's shite.
Right,
It's
okay.
pound shop shite. Right.
Right.
Stupid things up with games for the garden and all that. I'm like, it's never going. Nobody's ever going to look at that. So I go home all the time now with hundreds of bags of Temu shite. I feel as if she just goes on and it's like spend an extra £10 to get blah blah blah,
Aye.
a token or whatever. So then she's ordering all sorts. And my dad's just watching a procession of fucking Temu deliveries coming into the house, and he's like, "Where are we keeping all this stuff?" So he said to me the other day, "I want you to speak about this in the podcast." He went, I says, "It's unhealthy, innit?" And he went, "Aye, it's really bad." She's
How many orders
addicted.
we talking like a week?
All sorts. I don't know, I'm not there all the time, but every time you go, there's just, I told you about the 3 fucking ottoman things, didn't I? There's now 3 of them in the house, weigh a ton. I was helping them, they got a new carpet fitted, so I was helping the other day take it all one up.
Aye.
And I'm like, what is all this shite she's got? She's became a fucking hoarder. I don't even care, mum. I don't even care.
I don't even care, Mum. Direct.
Turned into an intervention
Straight
there.
into the camera.
It needs
Mum.
to stop. I actually said to her the other day, this is harsh, right? And it's no reflection of my personality.
Wow.
But I said yesterday, see when you die, every single bit of this shit is going in the bin. Everything that you own is going in the bin. I'm not going through it all. And she went, "You're not getting my fucking house anyway."
Did she get the Ottomans off of Temu?
Aye.
Why has she got free?
in furniture?
So she got one, I told you this.
Oh,
She got one that wasn't right. So then she said to them, so they sent another one out, but she'd already bought another one or something. She's ended up with 3. And she's like, "Oh, take one of them for the girls." I went, nah, what do we need that for? Don't need it.
So what, did she use them for it, or are they just sitting there?
So the other day, so our bedroom was getting emptied, right? For the new carpet and all that, decorate. My dad's been decorating it. So all the shit get moved into the living room so I
Right.
could rip the carpet up.
Aye.
And there was like bags, right? See the big IKEA bags you get?
What, the blue ones?
No, the blue ones, the clear ones with the zip.
Yep.
You put like clays and that in them.
Yep.
The shit that you put up the loft.
Like
that
the
you
vac
bring down.
bags.
Nobody ever uses,
Aye.
right? She's got them filled with bedding, bed sheets with the wrapping on them, unused, right? For like shops that don't even exist anymore.
Fuck's sake.
And I'm like, for the Watt Brothers and all that, right?
Jeez.
And
I'm shut for about 8 years.
I know.
Bin all that. No, I'm not binning it. She went, I'll use that. I'm like, you've not used it for years, right? It's sat under there. You have not used that. Throw it in the bin. Get it away. Do something. Because what's the point in putting it back in there?
Aye, exactly.
She'll just not do it. She's just, so I'm like, fucking hell. I would love to just go to your house one day with like big rolls of black bags and just go, have you used that in 3 months? No, bin. I'm savage, man.
Hoarding's a big king now, though.
Oh, she's heavily into it.
People are genuinely addicted to like going on their Facebook and then they see the Temu. It's like £10 voucher if you buy that, and then you click in and it's like you get a free gift and it spins the wheel. Mate, that shit's proper addictive, man.
Aye. It's like,
Never used
what
it.
was that game? What was that game that fucking, no Angry Birds, what was the other one? That
Candy
everybody-
Crush.
Candy Crush.
Aye.
That's what it's like, except she's spending money.
It's like Candy Crush.
She's just sitting there like a wee clap monkey, man.
What's like the worst thing she's bought, and you're like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck is that?
Oh, I don't know if I should go deep on her, man.
Mate, you've already? Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
We're in an intervention stage here.
right. Mum, we need to chat with it, right? We need to get it out in the open, right? My mum does diamond art, right? Do you know what diamond art is?
No.
So these fucking diamond art companies, again, they're addictive,
Right.
fucking mad shit. So they make these big pictures, right? It's like a painting by numbers almost.
Right.
But you get these wee tiny diamond things, like
Right.
wee jewels, right? All different colours, all trays, all coded, right?
Right.
So you order it as a fucking package and it comes to your house and you sit with this wee fucking needle thing and you stick the diamonds.
What, individually?
mate, Paul, you need to Google diamond art, right?
Does it build a picture?
She's made ones for every cunt, right? Everybody's had a diamond art. Some of the ones for the Waynes, like Disney characters and all
Aye.
that are good. But she'll produce, like, they hang up in the back of the door. and all
Oh
that
my
in the
God.
living
How long does it take to actually do one of them?
Hours, mate. She'll be like, oh, my back's breaking. I was up to 5 o'clock this morning doing my diamond art. And I'm like, Mum, stop, man. You're fucking going to do something constructive. This is... My mum and my sister are going to kill me for saying all this,
The
man.
first thing that comes up is horse art for girls aged 9 and 10.
Aye.
It's for
Aye, mate, it's
kids.
fucking. But she's made like big Japanese geisha things, massive big things, and she's like, "You've got a pal that does the framing, right? You talk about Paul. Let's see if you get that framed." I'm like, "Nah, fucking take nothing to do with it." There's all these things everywhere,
Fucking hell.
and my dad's just walking about going like, "What's happening here?" Like, and so she gets all these diamond darts delivered, and one day the full tray or the fucking jewels are spilt everywhere. So that all had to get individually picked up, put back into its cars, and I'm just like,
Wow.
"What are you doing, man?"
Is your mom bored?
She's got her back's gives her a right lot of hassle.
Hey,
so
on her, man.
she doesn't get out as much as she would like to. So, but she's in the house. But I'm like, see if you want to spend on it, just send me your money. I'll do something constructive with it. Or save it. Do you know what I mean? Do something else.
Do you think your dad comes in and he sees another diamond thing? He's like, fuck.
I would honestly feel better if she was going on the National Lottery website and spending it on scratch cards. Do you know what I mean? At least then there's a chance of winning something. But she's just fucking buying shit. But that Timu's obviously made that in such a way. I wish I could get my website like that. That it's a game. It's a game, and it's part of the game is sitting waiting for the fucking delivery guy to come with your stuff.
But the thing is as well, like when Paul was saying about that wheel thing, you always get something. You always get a discount of some sort.
Of course.
So folk are just going back
Aye.
constantly, and then do your mum use like social media and that?
Aye.
So your algorithms will start throwing all sorts of shit
No,
your
no.
way. With the diamond stuff and all that, she'll get all sorts sent to her.
I'm trying to get it to stop, man.
TikTok shop.
Aye.
Don't think she's on that yet. Don't mention that, man.
You just did.
She'll be lying on the couch with her mouth taped and fucking.
You wear banana skin. Rubbing the banana skin in her face. Or beef tallow fucking face rub.
Hi guys, I just got this amazing thing off TikTok shop.
I couldn't. We always get the wee thing we saying you're invited to sell on TikTok shop. I couldn't think anything fucking worse the day in my life.
Some people make a lot of money, by the way, doing it.
Aye, but they lose their dignity at the same
What do you
time.
think we could sell on TikTok shop?
Mate, I couldn't, man. See when you see people pulling like a tracksuit out of a box that I wouldn't give a homeless person,
I know.
and they're like, "Oh, it's fucking lovely on in
I
it,"
know,
and
it's
it's
bullshit,
you're
innit?
like, come on,
We all know that that's crap.
get a job.
But we also all know that people will fucking buy it too.
Aye, but then the sort of folk that are sitting there like, "I don't fucking take for your aim, aye."
You know? Nah, it's fucking nuts, man.
Mental.
Nuts. But aye, all the websites, that needs to stop. She needs to get it a buy.
Maybe she's got to listen to the. Is your mum and dad coming to live night?
Aye.
Love that.
Aye.
Love
It'll be
that.
there, aye. We've not spoke about the live
We've
night,
not
have we?
spoken about live night.
Tickets went on sale today.
To the Patreon OGs.
Uh-huh.
Got a wee bit crazy this morning.
Aye, it went nuts. It all went well, didn't it?
Aye. All went well.
Healthy. It's healthy.
It's healthy.
Why did we start saying man after all these sentences? I remember the first time I ever heard somebody say man. Fuck's sake, man.
Who was it?
So it was a lassie with ginger hair. She was in primary. She was a year above me, primary school. But it was on the fucking telly one day, like breakfast television. And she must have been in first year at NK. I can't remember her name. And they surprised her school.
Right.
So I knew all the punters in the
Aye.
class. And they're like, "We're here from BBC. We're surprised." And I just heard her saying, "Oh, no way, man." And that's the first time I heard somebody say it. And then it just stuck with me. And knew I say man all the time, man.
Aye, same man.
Why is it?
Don't know.
It's weird.
Is that a Scottish thing?
The other cities do it. The other places do it. Is it a Glasgow thing? Or
We
what?
did it, the Scousey La.
Oh, that's stupid.
Right, La.
Stupid.
Right, La.
Do you watch that, This Is Our City?
Watched the first two. I watched Adolescence.
Shite. You told us this?
No, you were talking about it. I hadn't watched it yet. I thought Stephen Graham was really good on it.
Aye. He's got a nice Canada Goose jacket in the 4th episode. I tried to find it online. I couldn't find it anywhere.
It was alright. It was alright.
The jacket or the show?
The show.
Nah, I didn't like it.
It was alright, but I've only seen 2 episodes of The City of Ours.
See the guy who, is it Michael his name is?
What, the kind of right-hand man?
Aye. He's got a face that just fits that profile, didn't he?
What profile?
You just want to punch fuck out his face, didn't you? Have you watched it, Paul?
I've not watched it,
He's
no.
just got one of these scousey faces that you just want to just keep bang, bang, bang.
You hate Scousers,
Just
man.
like, I'm a jaw crack there, do you hear it?
Aye, man.
Why do you hate the Scousers so much?
Such fucking stupid accent. I just don't trust him.
You're going to get a voice note of that Irish boy for some mad Scouser.
Aye.
All right, Chris.
I know.
Paddy the Baddy's going to come choke you out.
Aye.
Oh, he looks as if he smells as well. Paddy the Baddy looks like he smells of farts. And it's Jamie Webster looks absolutely fucking bogging, man. The two of them need to wash their hair.
Who's the girl that's always with Paddy the Baddy?
Oh.
Molly Meatball.
Molly, Meatball
She does
Molly,
man
or
nothing,
whatever.
man.
She could be the worst MMA fighter I've ever seen.
I don't watch that shit.
She retired after she'd lost about 9 fights on the bounce.
I thought she was she not meant to be quite good?
She'd 1 or 2 wins at the start and then actually fought real fucking
It got
fighters.
embarrassing.
Aye,
Did it?
she was
Aye.
getting scalped about, man.
Oft. So she's retired now.
Aye, but she just fully him about when he fights.
Is Paddy the Baddy still fight?
He won it the
Aye.
weekend there.
Do you
or the
ever see
weekend
him?
before.
Do you ever see him outside the woman's house and the ring doorbell? Did we talk about
Aye,
this?
when his dog shit.
My dog's done a sloppy shit, and she's like, "Have you seen it, Paul?
No, I don't think
Were
so.
we talking about it?"
I think so.
So that he goes to this lassie's ring doorbell. He's out walking his dog at early hours in the morning. I think it's pitch black.
Aye.
He rings the doorbell and he's like, "Excuse me, love. My dog's just done a sloppy shit in your driveway. Have you got a bucket of water? I can clean it up." And she's like, "Oh my God, is that Paddy the Baddy?" And he's like, "Yeah, it is. My dog's done a shit." And she's like, "Don't worry about that, Paddy lad, I'll get it." And he's like, "All right,
She's
really
bagged
sorry."
that and sold it on eBay.
Aye, it was on TikTok, no, it?
The actual Paddy the
Paddy,
Baddy took
I
a
bet
shit
he's
in my
done a
driveway.
shit. He's done a shit, hasn't he? Pulled his wee UFC shorts down and shat in the fucking front drive, man. Fucking clatty bastard.
Declared war on the Scousers, man.
Fuck them. Right.
Fuck's sake.
School dinners.
Aye.
Let's get in amongst it. That was the first place I ever had chips and cheese. Shakespeare Primary School had chips and cheese school dinners.
Was it melted cheese?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, it was the
Wow.
so the chips were scalding hot, and then right at the end of the counter, this was like proper old school, and it was like the green trays. There
The
was
dinner
no,
school?
There was no help
Aye.
for dinner school, and it was just a big fucking bowl of grated cheese, and the woman just went out with her horns, sweaty horns,
Oh.
oil the chips, and it just all. See, by the time you got down to your seat, it was all melted in. You put salt in it. It was
Never got chips and cheese, man.
Aye.
We were like maybe just a couple of years before that. Although did get a banging chicken curry, man.
Aye, man, the curry
The
at the dinner
chips,
school.
fucking incredible.
God tier.
Incredible.
with boiled rice, big grains
Aye.
of boiled
Aye,
rice.
man.
Aye.
We had a toasty machine.
Aye.
Before the fuel zone in secondary school,
right.
we did dinner school and they had a toasty machine that was queued around the fucking
fucking
block,
ideal,
man.
man.
Honestly,
Toasty machine, man.
bet that wasn't pat tested.
Nah.
Pure dodgy.
No.
Set
Why
up
are
the-
hanging out and all that?
Or cleaned. They just fucking chiseled the cheese off it, didn't they, man? That'll do tomorrow. School dinners were unbelievable.
Aye, they were and the desserts as well.
Aye.
You get what was like the old school sponge cake.
Yep.
With the sprinkle. Oh, what?
So see it. So I moved primary school, right? My primary school shut. Remember they shut down all the fucking half of the Glasgow primary schools. So means get shut down and I went to Wynford Primary, right?
Right.
And this was on new to me. So at Wynford Primary, they're like, "Who wants to do the bowl?" I think it was called the bowl. Somebody will
bowl?
correct me, right? Who wants to do the bowl? And I was like, "I don't want to do the bowl." And I was like, "Oh, do the bowl, do the bowl." So all the pure Jakey ones in the class were like, "I'm doing the bowl, I'm doing the bowl." So if you did the bowl, right, your job was you went down before everybody at lunch, right?
Right.
You got your lunch rapid. Whatever you wanted, you go bang, bang, bang. And then you sat and ate it. And then see when everybody was getting up to clear their plates,
Aye.
there was big trays for all the plates. There was a big, massive metal bowl, right? It was fucking like gigantor. And you had to scrape all the fucking shite into it, right?
Right.
Into this bowl and then stack the plates up. It was to make it easier for the dinner women, so
Aye.
they weren't doing it. So they obviously just, we'll get 2 tramps from Mary Hill to fucking scrape all the plates, right? So then you waited till it was all cleared and then you fucking pushed up the trays into the dinner school.
Right.
And the woman behind the dinner ladies gave you a fucking whatever cake you wanted, a big slab of cake each. That was your payment for scraping everybody's manky dinner
Amazing.
into this bowl.
Fucking hell, man.
I remember that.
And you get a wee milk as well. So you get
Oh,
extra
the wee milks, man.
Did you ever steal the milk for school?
No.
No, I don't
No?
think so. We used to get them for free.
Aye, you got a dinner ticket.
We used to going to Alton Towers with the school. You had to meet at 6 in the morning. That was always a tradition. You would go get your booze, go to the school, steal all the chocolate milk, and fucking walk up to Clevedon. Everybody used to knock the milk, strawberry milk, chocolate milk, then just in milk.
Milk. I still love the fucking beacon milk cartons.
Aye.
You used to always get a wee apple juice or something as well.
Aye, man, the wee cup. They used to give
Aye,
you like the wee
wee
cups with the wee
plastic cups.
foil, like the wee foil lid on it.
Aye.
You pop the thing through.
Steak pie. out of fucking dinner school as well. Sometimes I smell the Wayne's dinner school and I think that smells fucking good, but they get mad shit now.
Totally, it's a lot more health conscious now,
Aye,
but innit,
vegetable
it's,
curry and all that. And
aye,
Mate,
it's totally different.
I'm eating that shit.
Do you remember when it changed to Fuel Zone?
Aye.
And it went
Aye.
for like the curry and that to like burgers, like pure microwave burgers.
Aye.
wrapped
Toast in
up.
the morning, toast wrapped in blue
Aye.
paper. With no butter on it, man. Pure dry toast, wasn't it? It was
memory
15
unlocked there,
pence.
man. Aye.
It was 15p
Pure cheap.
for
Or
two
when
slices
you,
of toast.
you did get it with butter, it was like a wee fucking one square. It had a bit of butter on it, and the rest was just dry.
Aye.
Ah, there you go. That's it, buttered.
Fuel Zone. People used to sell their Fuel Zone cards and all that.
Aye.
I'll sell you that for £1.
I think folk used to actually sell like their lunchbox and like their sandwiches and that in fucking
Aye.
Bannerman, aye. There used to be like a full racket going on at like the
Aye.
first interval.
I never, ever in my life took a packed lunch to secondary school.
No, I did primary school.
Primary school sometimes, aye, but never. I couldn't think anything worse than getting into
Oh, man.
the lunchbox.
No, cash money.
Aye.
Aye.
Did
$2.50
you-
on top of the fireplace. That's what I wanted.
Aye.
See in primary
That's
school,
right.
did you ever go home for your lunch?
No, it was too far away.
I was too far
I
away as
used
well.
to, I was like up the hill, so I used to go at my grand's, man. It was fucking, you didn't want to go back.
Aye. There was a boy in my year. I've been told to stop naming people by my ma. She says I'm going to get battered, right? So
Stop naming folk.
I'll not say his name, right?
Right.
But he had this big fucking house up in Kelvindale. So we used to go there, like every lunchtime to his house. All the boys would go, all the birds, and it would just be birds getting poked in his kitchen and fucking
Fucking hell.
like rolling about on beds and all that. People nipping each other everywhere. Storing me your fucking chips and cheese and curry sauce, getting after a bird and all that. And I always remember he had the Fatboy Slim album. Fatboy Slim is fucking in heaven. Remember that
Right,
one?
aye.
Praise You and all that.
Aye.
That was on that album, and it used to be up full blast. That and the South Park album every lunchtime.
South Park
And his
album.
house was just a free for all. It was like a frat party at lunchtime.
Fucking hell, man.
Fucking nuts, man. Cunts
Man,
are walking about.
Imagine now, like imagine that house was next door to you. That's your worst fucking nightmare.
Aye,
No, man.
aye, for an hour every day, just
Aye.
like, oh fuck, here they come.
Nah, you'd be laid on cunts in the garden.
Seen up in Cranhill, my first band used to practice in the drummer's front room on a Saturday afternoon.
Aye.
Up a tea close. No even joke, mate. Full
Did
bell.
they moan about the noise on that?
No, mate. Amps and everything.
I
could hear it.
fucking commitments.
we were on Star Point Street. You could hear it in Eddie Road. People would be like, "We can hear your band down in Eddie Road." It's like half a mile down the road.
He must have been good then, because
know.
fucking cunts in Cranhill would have went mental at that, man.
I don't know. I think we were shy, but playing Oasis at pure 11 at 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon.
Aye, you could do. I could deal with that. I could deal with that.
Aye. For the first 2 weeks.
No Fatboy Slim every fucking day though. And Cartman. I'm sitting away. Remember that?
Chocolate salty balls. Imagine
Oh,
living up one of the
cinnamon.
closes.
Fucking
Well, everybody used to just sit up the close at lunch and stuff, and
Aye.
the guy would come out. All right, boys, you'd be like, "How are you living? How are you
know.
existing in there?"
I know.
through fucking fear. Through absolute fear.
Aye.
I better go and make
Close
pals with him.
stinking a piss. You know what I mean?
Howling a hash.
Don't sit in that step. I
Aye.
pissed in that last night.
Once I've clocked him, like, I'm not doing any harm.
Aye.
Aye's, boys.
You buy your booze at the weekend, mate? Or we'll set your house on fire.
Aye. In fact, we're coming to your house at weekend to have a party. You
Aye.
need to go out.
By the way, there used to be some places you went, like mad old guys'
Aye.
houses and all that, sitting drinking
Aye.
and everything, that was ropey as
Well,
fuck.
I had a
Aye.
few of them, man.
Ropey as fuck.
Aye.
What the fuck?
Aye.
You'd
I was
never get
talking
rid of
about
that.
one the other day. The woman's name was Maggie, and she had a lassie called Nikki Kelly, and we called her Nikki Smelly. And mate, I know at least 5 people that pumped her.
Oh,
Like them all.
Fuck's sake.
No, Nikki. She would have been reasonable. Do you know what I mean? But no, there was at least 4 or 5 of us that had a go in this fucking old woman, man.
When
You're
you
like,
say
"Ah, what
us,
the
are you including you
Nope,
in that?
nope.
Right, I
Was
just
it
wanted
general
to,
us?
I just wanted to
As
fucking
in
say
like,
that there.
as in like the troops, do you know what I mean?
Right,
Like the
His
boys.
gang.
Aye.
5 of the gang.
Exactly.
Gang, Asterix, no me.
Fucking hell, man. Crazy, innit?
That's fucking wild.
I went to school. I was talking about this today, right? I was talking about nicknames and all that. I went to school. There was two lasses. My year one was called Fishy,
Right.
for the reason that you think.
Yep.
And the other was called Fingers, for the reason that you think. And I always thought to myself, like, we called them that in front of the teachers and everything. Fishy. Shut up, Fishy. And Fingers. And they were both pals, and they used to both smoke about 40 fags a day each. Share fags and all
Surely
that.
somebody's called them like the fish finger twins
Fishy
or
and
something.
Fingers.
Surely, man. Can it just be me
Oh,
that's
mate.
fucking just clocked up?
What do you got called Fishy for? What the fuck do you think?
It's just the actual thing. Our teacher's not even saying it. And,
I know.
shut up, sit down.
Fishy. It's crazy, man.
Fuck's sake, man.
Teachers must see some amount of shit.
Could not pay me enough money to be a high school teacher.
Speaking of school, right, this we'll start off, have a wee carry on with this, but then I think we need to be serious, right?
Right.
So we'll need to slap some seriousness in.
Right,
as
okay.
when the time's right.
Right.
So school bullies,
Yep.
they're not the same as what they used to be, aren't they? No.
Nope.
I think school bullies they had a purpose, didn't they?
Purpose of being a fucking psychopath.
They sorted the school out to an extent. No, the right bad ones, because there was some fucking right nasty
Of
bastards
some nut jobs.
who'd be like, aye, geez that, or like if somebody had a new pair of trainers on, they would just go and fucking stun on them, kissing, and you nothing to say. You'd be like, okay, I'm going to be in so much trouble.
That's like the boys that used to spray links in their mouth and that. Like,
Take your clothes off, take your hat off, you know that. Do you know what I mean? Proper old school fucking horrible bullies.
Aye.
I don't think there is any of them anymore, right? But do you?
I don't know, man.
No,
I
it's
think-
bad.
But then you could argue, with the point you're going to make, you could argue it's worse.
I don't think there is any, because there's Waynes that go to school that pretend they're cats, and the school give them fucking cat litter and trays that they can do a piss in. So in my day, that wouldn't have happened.
Aye.
Is what I'm trying to say.
fair
Like,
point. Right,
that would have
okay.
been, we'd have cut that out.
Aye. We'd have
know
cut
what
I don't
that
think
out.
that's happening now, mate. To be
Aye, it
honest,
is. Aye, it
no,
is.
it's
Do
not.
you know
That's-
somebody in this,
That's
sir?
a fucking. That's somebody made that shit up, man.
I am telling you right now, I know hundreds of teachers. I'm telling you.
What, they're cats?
I'm telling you.
Right,
There's
so
a Wayne
see if there's a-
identifies
see
as
if
a
there's a
fox at
teacher
a school in Paisley. I'm
Can
telling you, man.
message any of the
fox.
socials and say that there's a kid in the school that identifies as a cat that's got a fucking litter tray that it goes to the toilet. Mate, I'm calling bullshit on that.
Right,
I can't
I'm go-
believe it. I can't believe it.
See, when we go off camera, I'm going to tell you stories, right? I promise.
Right, okay.
I promise. I wish we could put it out to the fucking school Waynes and going to tell us about all the mad fucking
Don't know
freaks
if
that
we
go
want to be
school.
encouraging Waynes to get in touch with us.
Well, this is what the point I'm coming on to next is negate. I know it doesn't negate that, but aye, let's not do that. But there'll be teachers out there, right? I know teachers. Trust me. Anyway, what I want to talk about,
You said that like you're in the
Is these
fucking
two-
secret service there. I know teachers. Trust me.
I do know them. Anyway, what I want to talk about is these two wee lassies that got it doing recently. The wee lassie in Erskine and then the wee lassie in
Clydebank, was it?
Paisley. Paisley, I
You
think
actually
it was.
get dragged through the park.
Aye.
Yep.
So what's happened is the story that I've seen anyway. The wee lassie who got to doing the most recent one, she had an argument with somebody or something like that and blocked somebody on Snapchat.
Right.
Blocked the other lassie she was arguing with. But then all these other wee fucking rats have tracked her on Snapchat maps.
Right.
To, was it Black Rooster or something like that in Paisley? I don't want to name Black
Aye.
Rooster, right? It was something like that, a restaurant anyway. And they all went in and fucking trailed her and they all battered her because they were able to track her on
What age are we
Snapchat.
talking?
13. And they filmed it. And it happened in Erskine as well, down at that Boden Boo at the Clyde.
Right.
About 10 of them battering a wee lassie, knocked fuck out of her, all filming it. And again, I think it was the same fucking sort of scenario. But I'm like, why the fuck would you let your Wayne be tracked on Snapchat?
Aye.
Is that
agreed.
no, what, like the most dangerous fucking thing you could do? I get why you would track them on their phone,
Aye.
right? There's ways of doing it. Get that off.
Aye.
Snapchat maps, and anybody can see where you are at any point.
Agreed. Aye. I can't watch the videos. They genuinely make me feel uncomfortable.
Oh, they make me film me with so much rage, man.
But if that was my kid, all bets are off at that point.
What would you, right, here's a question, right? Imagine you were out a walk and you seen 10 wee lassies battering and stamping on a wee lassie.
You're getting involved, mate.
I'd be dragging them off, I think, man.
100%.
You would need to, wouldn't you?
Aye, you'd have to.
100%.
You would end up getting to jail, no?
I don't think.
Wouldn't you?
I don't think there should be an element of doubt as to somebody no getting involved in that situation.
Aye, the very least you would do is shout and try and scare them away.
Aye.
And if they turned around and laughed at you, then you'd need to start
Aye, you're
fucking
involved.
handing out back
Aye.
handers, wouldn't you?
You're
Aye.
involved. Somebody does that to your kid.
Aye,
You're
that's a
fucking.
different
You're
question altogether.
leathering them.
Aye.
Imagine you found out that some guy walked by and watched it.
I know,
Didn't
mate.
dent about
Aye.
it.
That's
You'd
a
be going
fucking
down
great
his
point.
fucking house, man. You'd
That's
be
a
like,
great
you
point.
But
cunt.
then you'll get the folk that walk by day nothing and then bitch on Facebook about it.
I think though people are so fear to do something though because they'll be like, but I'm going to end up getting in jail for that, because that is what happens. You see things like that happening all the time. The person who gets involved or the bystander, they're always the one that gets, well, you were too heavy handed
Aye.
there. They've got it in video. And
But
you've-
see for like for me, and you're probably the same, I would be alright with that as long as I knew I'd done something.
Aye.
Because you imagine just walking on, you wouldn't even know if
No.
that wee lassie be fucking dead or...
Nah,
I just couldn't, man.
I know.
Like
I'd be the same, aye.
that whole recording thing is fucking wild.
Aye. I would
Wild.
imagine getting sent a recording of your kid getting lettered. like
Game
that.
over, mate. There's all your logical thinking goes out the window at that point.
Every fight that they have will get videoed.
Aye.
Like every fight in school. Can you imagine that as well? Like you had a pure embarrassing doing that you go back in the day. 2 weeks later,
Aye.
every
Somebody
cunt
else has
forgot-
done
aye, somebody else has had a
Aye.
fight. They've all
Aye.
forgotten. Now it would be getting replayed constantly. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Kids can't escape like their mistakes now
Aye, no.
because there's always some wee arsehole there to...
But that's not even a fight though. 10 on
Aye.
1 is not a fight.
No, that's what I mean.
Do you know what I mean? That's a beating. That's a fucking.
Aye.
That's wee bullying bastards.
But you
man.
get situations like that where they then go up to school and they're like, but these kids have got hard lives as well. Don't give a fuck, mate.
School say it's no your problem.
Aye.
Stuff
Is
like
that
that. I don't have. I'm sort of like thinking to myself when I hear people say this, I'm like, fuck up. It was worse back in the day, but stuff like that didn't happen when I went to school. Like we get into fights, we fought with each other. Maybe 5 guys would fight another 5 guys, but I don't ever remember 10 on 1.
No.
That wouldn't
No.
have stood, man.
School rules when they let that
Aye.
happen.
And
Other people,
people would
older
have
people,
pulled them
whatever,
off,
they'd be
aye.
like, that's fucking. This is
Aye.
a square goal. You back out.
Aye.
That was you policed that yourself, didn't you?
And I always think as well, back to like high school when there was fights and all that, if somebody was on the deck, there wasn't really they might have had a couple of kicks and that in, but there wasn't like
Aye.
folk jumping on folks' heads and all that. It just
Aye.
didn't happen.
Aye.
Like if somebody was doing and they were doing, then that was it. Like it was...
It happened on a Friday night if you were out and about and it was like you were gang fighting and somebody hit the deck and was like
Aye.
somebody stamping in the ride. But that's different. That's like a gang of guys fighting another gang of guys. But like we lassies, man,
Aye,
like
it's
what's
fucking-
going on?
It's wild, man.
And was it boys and lassies that attacked her?
I think it was just girls. I think I might be wrong.
It was just girls, but the
Right.
wee lassie was unconscious and they
Doesn't
were
it
just
make it
dragging her about the
much
fucking...
better?
Aye, that was the first one. That was
You're
one of the
like,
first game, wasn't it?
nah,
Aye,
man.
she was getting trailed with the hair and all that about. Like,
She was out.
the game.
Aye.
Oof.
Nah, you. I mean, if that lands on your doorstep and it's your kid, no.
I think it was only 2 of them get charged or something, but nothing's going to happen to them.
No.
Nah.
Nothing's going to happen to them, man. They'll just be out getting it up her own fucking TikTok or something
That's
like that in
what
a couple of days' time.
Nah, you're not... And then see when they're like, oh, you can't just take things out of your own hands. See if that's a deterrent, of course you're fucking taking it into your own hands. Because there's... What lessons is there?
No.
100%, man. 100%. That's the type of situation that my old man would have went and got a hammer and handed me a hammer and been like, get out there.
Aye.
And you're like, no. He'd be like, get fucking out there.
Aye.
Aye.
You imagine, man, your wee girls come to him and it's like, oh, that's happened. I'm on this video. You're gone, man.
Aye, no.
You'd be in the jail.
Aye, all day.
I'd be right beside you. Paul would be right beside us.
I've got a story. Do you know, I'm actually not going to tell it.
Right. For the book.
Maybe for the book. Aye.
They made a whole film.
There's potential that I could get my comeuppance if I tell that story, so
Right, okay.
I'll hold off. But aye, it's mad when you see that shit in it.
It's just, I just can't watch the videos, man. It's just fucking...
The wee ones filming it are the worst.
Of course they are.
They're the worst out of everybody. Fucking storing filming it like a wee shite bag.
It's what boils my piss is when you see a fight and a wee lassie's getting the better of the other one and they all steam in
Aye,
because they can't handle it.
aye,
That their
aye.
wee fucking bully king is going to take a scalp. So they all
Chance,
then
man.
just dive in and fucking... No.
I couldn't even think of my daughter's been in a fight.
No.
Fight with each other, but no with anybody else.
No.
Fuck.
I think if there's like schools that have got issues, we'll fucking send us in. Sort it out in a day.
Deal with her.
Like mall cop.
Mall prop. 21 Jump Street.
Aye, can we get a segue?
I did it was like 21 Jump Street.
My nerves,
When it's safe.
Oh, fuck's sake,
You have the
man.
right to be an attorney.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, we'll
Class.
probably get one more. And I want to know what this... You've put tea and coffee making in the workplace.
Right, big fucking. Do you know? Right, let's because I'm doing a favour for everybody in the UK, right?
Right.
That watches the podcast. So the rules of the this is probably a direct message to my employees, right?
MD in
as well.
particular.
No, nah. I need to keep them on board, but they know who I'm talking about, right?
Right.
But the tea and coffee there needs to be an unwritten rota, right? Of somebody makes it in the morning and then the turns
For
go
everybody?
through, right? Yeah, sometimes I can be quite guilty of skipping around or whatever, right? Maybe quite a lot, but there needs to be a set. You can't just keep taking coffee and taking tea and no make anybody any, right?
So you're just getting it for yourself?
No, just getting one handed to you every round.
Right, okay, right.
You need to take your turn.
Uh-huh.
And you can't say things like, I'm no good at making tea and coffee.
It's no rocket science, is it?
Isn't it? But I think there's a perfect way to make coffee.
Right.
Right? And a guy showed me this. Do you drink coffee, Paul?
Aye, but out of like
Scheme coffee?
no.
Or you a fancy coffee?
Aye, unfortunately.
What's Scheme coffee? Like a
Like
jar?
Nescafe.
Aye,
right?
Nescafe. Gold blend.
I just drink tea.
So here's the way to do it. This is for everybody, right? So you take your coffee, 1 lump or 2, whatever you take.
Right.
Put it in. Put your sugar in, your sweetener, whatever it is you do. And then you put your milk in, right? And then you stir it like fuck until it all starts to froth,
Right.
right? Rapid. And then you start to pour your hot water in. But as you're pouring your hot water, you keep mixing it,
Right.
And then that is the best coffee. I make the best coffee ever, right? You make that. Do the same sort of thing with tea as well. Do you put your milk in before you take
No.
your tea bag out? Tea bag out and then the milk.
No, right, okay.
Do you put
Sometimes I just put the milk in and then I'll take
Psycho
the tea bag
material.
out.
So you need to take the tea bag out,
What difference does it make?
and then you put your sugar in after the tea bag's out, because the tea bag will soak up the sugar or the sweetener.
Aye, I do that.
Aye.
I
So
put, I
the
take
in.
honey with my tea.
Do you?
Aye, it's nice, mate.
Okay.
Game changer.
Interesting. I don't really drink tea. I'm
But
a
you
coffee
will, though.
drinker. No. Anyway, so what I was saying is that there needs to be rules. Like, you can't have it written down to say, right, this is who's going to make all the tea and coffee
Aye.
today. Because there's
How
somebody.
does it work in your work? Is there...
Usually when we go in first thing, it depends who's in.
Right.
Depends who's in. Somebody will shout, right, who wants a tea or coffee?
Aye.
And they'll go and battle one out, right? And then it goes for there. There is one or two who tend to skip around and
Luck.
have done for maybe like 3 years, right?
Wow.
And then there's also the people who put the fucking dirty, like see the wet spoons into the sugar. So then the sugar's
no.
full of big brown
That's
shitty
fucking
lumps
psychopath
Aye, man.
behaviour.
of shit. You know what I mean?
That's a sacking offence.
I know.
Aye, booting the boys.
Aye.
For sure.
I always get sent for the milk. I'm always asked to get the milk.
Aye.
Became the milk boy. I know. But
The
The
milkmaid.
spoon hangs, no, that's a no-no, man.
aye. That
No.
happens.
It's like somebody that hangs about the pub and takes a pint and doesn't go, and everybody knows it's their round,
Aye.
Aye.
but they're just sitting there,
Aye.
and then somebody eventually caves and goes and gets it. Like,
Aye.
no, get the fuck.
I do things like this. I'm so
Or
dry.
you get the you get the ones that like go through 5 or 6 rounds and then fuck off when it's theirs.
Aye.
Like, oh, I'm shedding up the road now, boys. That's perfect timing.
Aye, I hate that.
Same.
I hate also people who notice the round dodgers and say, he's no fucking piling it. I don't fucking care. Don't care. Aye, that's...
But the tea and coffee thing, I get on with you there, mate. That's the spoon is unacceptable on the sugar.
Aye, if you're drinking one that day, you should be making one that day,
Aye.
is what I say.
Aye.
Unless you only have one in the morning and that's it, but then you should be coming in saying, I'm making a tea or coffee.
And is there, for the people who don't make them, has anybody called them on it?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the chat?
I'm shite at it.
Now here's your school day.
Well, well, come on, I'll teach you how to do it. I'll teach you a perfect one. You do it. You can't go wrong with it.
How can we shite making tea? Literally, just put a tea bag in.
I know.
Hot water.
I know.
I
Mad,
think you need to.
I'll be honest, I hate making tea and coffee. I hate doing it. I just hate, I've not got the patience to wait for the kettle to boil. I'm like, fucking hurry up, man. And then I'll go, see where the kettle's boiling, I'll go to do something else and I'll get distracted and then I'll forget the kettle's boiled and 15 minutes later I'll come through and the water's cold and then I'm like, fucking hell,
Got to start
I've got
again.
to start again. Distracted all the time,
I think
man.
you need to sack some folk.
For that?
Aye.
No.
Aye.
There should be like a wee jar where they need to put a $5 or
Aye,
something.
there should be fucking written warnings
I
going in
pay
here.
for it. We spoke about having a fine system in place.
Ooh.
I know.
What else would you find for?
But that, being late, no making tea or coffee, forgetting to do things, no putting the dishes away at the end of the day, no washing the cloths or putting them out to dry, shit like that.
Aye,
know what I
that's
mean?
a good idea.
No leaving a proper handover for the next shift.
Then put it towards like a wee night out or something.
Aye. But with them, there's always controversy because any work has got a fine system. Who's in charge of it? Me in charge of it. And I go, right, you're getting fined for that. Oh, it was me, I didn't do that. Tough shit, pay your fine. Then people get pissed off, you know what I mean?
So you're in a dressing room, mate.
I know. It's true, innit?
Lot of interventions, innit?
Aye. Mum, please give up the Timu.
How do you think she's got to react to this, by the way?
Raging. You fucking wee bastard. That's what she's going to say.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Do you think we could get them on the stage at live night?
I know we could. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Eddie's due an appearance, man.
I know. You'll be taking photos with people and all that.
Aye. Fucking rightly so.
Crank, man.
But I think we should get a wee table for like signed.
I think we should get him to turn up his lollipop costume.
100%.
Get them to show people to the seats.
Oh, mate. Fucking
yes.
with a wee torch like the cinema.
Yes, man.
But the torches on Andy's lollipop.
Yeah. Oh,
Stick.
What a shout. He's the ideas guy, isn't he, man?
Fuck's sake. By the way,
That is class.
that would be incredible.
Aye. We need to do that.
And then if he might just do the thing on the list, like, you're not getting in, pal. Sorry.
Aye, probably would, aye. He's too drunk.
No, too drunk. Why she had to drink one drink?
Too ugly. Looking him up and down and all that.
It's like the makeup counter's the fucking opposite end of the scale.
I'm phoning them tomorrow.
That's us.
Love it.
Done.